Hello, this is VNews Broadcast Daily, and following are the highlights.
President Truong Tan Sang pays official visit to Laos. Vietnam pay more attention to developing a modern retail system. Relics of ancient work unearthed in Tuyen Quang province.
President Truong Tan Sang arrived in Vientiane on February 9th, beginning his three-day official visit to Laos. The visit is made at the invitation of Lao Party General Secretary and State President Chomali Siason.
The visit is the first to Laos by Sang as the State President of Vietnam and the first event in a series of activities celebrating the Year of Vietnam-Laos Solidarity and Friendship 2012. After a solemn welcoming ceremony in the Presidential Palace, President Sang held talks with Party General Secretary and State President Chomali Siason. The Lao leader applauded the Vietnamese delegation's visit, saying it will help bring the tradition of friendship, special solidarity and comprehensive cooperation between Vietnam and Laos to a new height. The two sides made a commitment to give every priority to consolidate and strengthen that relationship, considering it an invaluable asset that should be preserved and passed to future generations. They agreed to raise two-way trade to $1 billion in 2012 and $2 billion in 2015. After the talks, the two leaders attended a press conference to launch the Year of Vietnam-Laos Solidarity and Friendship and witnessed the signing of several documents on cooperative activities.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng met outgoing Brazilian Ambassador João Mendoza Limaneto and Chairman of the United States Export-Import Bank Fred Hilbert in Hanoi on February 8th.
During the meeting with the Brazilian ambassador, PM Dũng said Vietnam will try its best to further expand cooperation with Brazil, making bilateral ties practical and effective for common development of both countries. He praised the ambassador for his contributions to boosting relations between Vietnam and Brazil during his term of office. The Brazilian ambassador expressed his impression of Vietnam's achievements in socio-economic development, and he said the two countries' potential for cooperation is significant. In addition to trade and investment, the two countries need to boost ties in education, culture, science and technology, and tourism, he said. Also on February 7, Prime Minister Nguyen Van Zum received Chairman of the US Export-Import Bank, Fred Hochberg. The Chairman is leading a business development mission in Vietnam. Zum said he is pleased with positive developments in Vietnam-US cooperation, especially in economics and investment. He added the US is now one of Vietnam's largest trade partners. The government leader valued EXIM Bank's effective aid for previous projects in Vietnam, and he expressed a wish to receive continued cooperation and support from the bank. Applauding the US decision to choose Vietnam as one of the 9 recipients of EXIM Bank aid, Zum affirmed that Vietnam will create favourable conditions for the bank's cooperative activities in the country. Fred Hochberg said his visit aims to boost EXIM Bank's cooperation and aid activities for Vietnamese projects, especially those in energy and infrastructure. He spoke highly of Vietnam's dynamic development and potential. He expressed his belief that EXIM Bank's cooperative agreement, signed during the visit, will be implemented soon.
Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh and his Malaysian counterpart Anifah Ahmad held talks in Kuala Lumpur on February 8th. Foreign Minister Minh was in Malaysia for a 2-day official visit.
The two foreign ministers spoke highly of the development of friendship and cooperation between the two countries. They agreed to boost the exchange of high-level visits in the coming time. The two sides also agreed to maintain current mechanism of bilateral cooperation and work out plans and measures to increase two-way trade to $10 billion. On cooperation in national defense and security, the two sides held the enhancement of cooperation in fighting transnational crimes. The Malaysian side said the government is implementing a program on management of foreign workers and encouraging Vietnamese workers to participate in this program to ensure legal working conditions and more effective working results. The two sides also agreed to work on strengthening cooperation on fisheries. The two sides emphasized the importance of ensuring peace, stability, maritime security, safety and freedom in the East Sea, and solving disputes by peaceful means in line with international laws. They highly valued the results of the third session on overlapping continental shelf claim area between Malaysia, Thailand and Vietnam, which took place on January 15th and 18th.
Experts say Vietnam should step up development of a modern retail system in making this market segment a firm support for local businesses, considering this a main strategy for the 2011 to 2020.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade said in the period it will focus on developing the distribution system nationwide, creating favorable conditions for businesses of all economic sectors. Statistics released by the ministry showed that total retail sales and service revenues in 2011 reached over 2 trillion Vietnam dongs, a year-on-year increase of 24.2%. The main tasks for 2012 are aiming to move the nation away from traditional markets to a modern retail system, accounting for 40% of the total retail trade by 2020, and create connectivity between businesses and locals. According to Vietnam's General Statistics Office, purchasing power of Vietnamese people has increased continuously in recent times. In the context of economic difficulties, the government's economic stimulus packages have boosted business activity and goods trading in domestic markets. Domestic market development plays a core role in Vietnam's strategy. It needs to be developed in an effective and modern manner. Statistics from the Ministry of Industry and Trade showed that the country now has more than 8,500 traditional markets, 615 supermarkets, and 102 trading centers. Our corporation's goal is to broaden the supermarket network in northern provinces to bring better shopping services to customers, contributing to price stabilization and social welfare. Vietnamese retailers said that consumer product development in 2012 should follow a modern system in order to help develop the domestic market in future.
Archaeologists have discovered vestige of ancient Thai courtyards while excavating Lang Dao Pagoda in Son Dương district in the northern mountainous province of Tuyen Quang.
According to archaeologists, the courtyards were built under the Chan dynasty in the 13th and 14th centuries and existed until the Lê dynasty between the 15th and 17th centuries. Uncovered artefacts included rectangular bricks, shoe-capped tiles, and a number of typical pottery and ceramic objects dating back to the Chan and Lê dynasties. The ancient religious construction was one of two most typical and intact relics that have been discovered in Vietnam. Dr. Chan Ang Zum of Vietnam Archaeology Institute said this was a large-scale and rare architectural work in the country's ancient architectural systems. The discovery has provided archaeologists with more evidence in their study of the historical value of ancient Tuyen Quang.
Spanish photographer Ramon Fernandez has expressed his love for Vietnam through nearly 40 black and white photos, which are displayed at an exhibition in Navia City in the Asturias Autonomous Region of Spain.
The photos were taken during Ramon Fernandez's recent trips to Vietnam. They bring visitors to different destinations from Hạ Long Bay in the north, where Imperial Capital City in the central region, and the Mekong River Delta in the south. Through the eyes of the Spanish photographer, Vietnamese people are friendly, hospitable, and hard-working, and the country boasts a stunning natural beauty. Two photos of Vietnam-themed rice field and train in Hanoi helped Ramon Fernandez win prizes at a domestic art exhibition. Earlier, the The photo collection will introduce in Barcelona city and 4 venues in the Asturias region.
And this is the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.